Hello and welcome back to the Conditional Series. The title for this video is First Conditional with DouglasESL. First Conditional is a structure we use to describe possibilities or predictions of a likely result in the future if a condition is fulfilled. So if you look at the example, if it rains, I will stay home all day. The condition is if it rains. If that happens, the likely result in the future will be I will stay home all day. So if it rains, I will stay home all day. This is an example of first conditional. We use first conditional to talk about possible plans, warnings, promises, or even for persuading. So here are some examples. The first one, if I go to New York next week, I will visit the Statue of Liberty. This is an example of first conditional plans. If I go to New York next week, I will visit the Statue of Liberty. If I find the time, I promise I will help you. This is an example of promise. If you touch that fire, you will get burned. This is an example of warning. And this is also an example of how first conditional talks about situations that are happening. So if you touch that fire now, the fire that exists now, you will get burned. And the last one, if you take me to the restaurant, I will buy you a pizza. This is an example of persuasion. Here's some more first conditional example sentences. I've put them into columns: the if, the condition, and the result. If you study hard, you will do great on the exam. If your room is cleaned up, you can go to the movie. If we win the game, we will have a huge party. The condition is if we win. The result is we will have a party in the future. We will. And the last one, if I see her, I will tell her to call you. These are examples of first condition. Zero and first conditions are very similar. The zero conditional describes general conditions. The first conditional describes particular situations. And here is an example of that. If you sit in the sun too long, you get burned. This is zero conditional. This is a natural reaction for anyone. If you stay in the sun too long, you will get burned any day, any time. That's what generally happens. The second one is an example of first conditional. If you sit in the sun too long, you will get burned. This is warning you that today this will happen to you, or it will happen to you right now. So the difference in these two sentences is only the word will. So you will get burned if you stay in the sun today. It's like a warning. I'm telling you that's what's going to happen. So that shows you the difference in zero and first conditional. Okay, it's time for our first conditional assessment. Match the following first conditional clauses into full sentences. And you have 4 to choose from. I will write you a letter. We will stay home. He will go with us. And she will go to a great university. And the 4 sentences, or the conditions of those sentences, are if she gets great grades, if I have enough time, if he is free this weekend, and if it rains. You can pause the video to give you a little time to select the correct answers. Okay, let's see how you did. The answers: if she gets great grades, she will go to a great university. This is first conditional. The condition: if she gets great grades. The result: she will go to a great university. Number 2, if I have enough time, I will write you a letter. Number 3, if he is free this weekend, he will go with us. So if he is free this weekend is the condition. The result, he will go with us. And lastly, if it rains, we will stay home. Please like, subscribe, and share to hear more English videos in the future. Thank you for watching DouglasESL.